Hello and welcome back to the channel. If you're new, hit that subscribe button. I'm almost at 69,000 subscribers. If you guys could also leave a like, be greatly appreciated. Save me 100 likes in the video. As well as follow all my socials. I have a Discord group, so when I go live on Twitch or when I upload a video, it's just an automatic post update. You can talk to me in there. You can play 2K with me because I streamed today live on Twitch, Casa24, twitch.tv/Casa24. I'm going to stream 3 days a week on there. So if you want to play with me, that is the best place. You guys could also subscribe to my second channel. Here is it on the screen. I'm going to upload 2 to 3 different NBA type videos every single week. So if you like those sort of stuff, make sure to hit that subscribe button on that second channel. Go check it out. It'd be greatly appreciated. Sorry for not uploading so often. I will be uploading every single day on Next Gen and streaming every single day back on Next Gen. So if you're ready for that, make sure to leave that like. But we're showing every single badge breakdown. We're starting off with the shooting, then finishing, then playmaking, then the defensive badge. So starting off with the shooting badge, and I'm going to show you some stats from 2K Labs to go along with it. While telling you guys why these are the top 5 most essential badges for every category, let's get straight into the first one. Now the first badge is range extender, obviously, but these are some stats updated from 2K Labs. I updated them like a week or two ago. So here we go with the deep 2. As you guys can see, with nothing, it's 73%. But you go with Hall of Fame, give you a 4.5% extra boost with having Hall of Fame. So as you guys can see, it is a must to have. If you get like bronze, it still does a little bit to your early window, but it doesn't really matter for your early window. We're mostly looking at the center window, but as you guys can see with the center window from a deep 2, it doesn't really help you at all. Look, actually reduces it all the time. So if you're shooting as deep 2s, range extender won't help you hitting the center window every time. There's no point having it on. But if you're hitting early windows, so early late windows, so you're not in the middle of the shot meter, this is where you want to use it for the deep 2s. But deep 2, you don't really need it. Now for the standard 3, as you guys can see, if you're having a standard 3, so the standard 3 is just when you're standing on the 3-point line, nothing beyond that. So just average 3-point shot. As you guys can see, it doesn't change from bronze. It actually goes down with silver, down with gold, and down with Hall of Fame. This is for a 93 ball rating. For an 83 ball rating, it's about the same stats. That's why I have the same thing. But as you guys can see, you don't really need range extender if you're just shooting a normal 3 at all. Just have it on none if you want to do normal 3s. Now, where range extender comes in clutch is when you want to shoot deep more shots. But as you guys can see from the early one, early window does help you out tremendously. So you can't time your shot every time perfectly. It does help you, so it helps you on the mistimed shots. But for the deep 3, so that's with the 3 from a step behind the 3-point line. So anyway, from the step behind to half court, basically full court. For a center window, it gives you a 16% chance of making it. But with bronze, it gives you 37.5%. So it gives you average of 21.5% extra. Massive 32% extra with silver. Now with gold, you only get an extra percent, but with Hall of Fame, you get a massive 80%. So from 16% with nothing to 80% with Hall of Fame. If you're shooting curry range 3s or anything beyond the step behind the 3-point line, which is really hard to shoot step on the 3-point line, you're basically shooting from beyond the 3-point line every single time. So if you're shooting like if you're a 3-point shooter, this is a must-have badge on Hall of Fame, or at least silver. The best value is on silver or Hall of Fame. Hall of Fame, if you can't get Hall of Fame, just put it on silver to save that 1 extra badge point for gold. But that is the first most essential shooting badge. The second most essential shooting badge here is Hot Zone Hunter. Hot Zone Hunter, 0.5% for the center of the green window. With bronze, 1% with it. So we want to have this on at least gold for the center green window. Then for the slightly early, the best value is on Hall of Fame or silver. Gold only gives you 0.1% extra, so slightly earlies. Obviously, you just want to leave it on gold, on silver or Hall of Fame. Now for the slightly late, obviously, gold and Hall of Fame are the best values for that one as well. So, Hot Zone Hunter, as you guys can see, is just really self-explanatory right there with the stats. And it is the second best shooting badge to try out. Let's go on to the third one. Third badge is the Flexible Release. Center of the green window. The best value, again, you don't really need if you go to the center of the green window. So center of the green window is where you smack bang in the middle of that little line where it's green. So it's going to be green either way, so it doesn't really matter about the center of the green. The slightly early, as you guys can see, the best value right here is the gold. If you want to put on Hall of Fame, you can, but the best value is gold for this one. Now, if you're a slightly late, the best value, again, is either silver or gold. It depends how much percent you want to get. But Flexible Release is the third best shooting badge, in my opinion. Or fourth best, whatever number I'm up to right now. But make sure to try out these badges. Now, the fourth best shooting badge and most essential shooting badge is the Green Machine badge. With nothing, it's 41.3% from one green that you make. So the second green is going to be a 43.6% chance of being green. And the make percentage is the exact same. Silver's got a 44.6%. But then, as you guys can see, the best value all round is the gold. But if you can put it on Hall of Fame, I would recommend it. But if you could only put it on gold, chuck it on gold to have a 46% chance of getting a green, and your make percentage goes up by 46% as well. So you will most likely make the shot if it's not green. But if once it's not green, this percentages always go all the way down back to normal, to your regulated shot percentage, what you shoot, what your jump shot actually has. But green machine there is pretty self-explanatory why it's a pretty highly sought after badge. The last badge I want to talk about for the shooting is difficult shots. Now, difficult shots for bronze give 3.25% boost. That's for an 83 ball. So for the left side is 83 ball. For the right side is for a 93 ball. As you guys can see, best value for the 83 ball is the gold. The best value for the 93 ball and above is the Hall of Fame. As you guys can see, look at the percentage you actually increase. As you see right there, not really much to say about it, but that is the fifth most essential shooting badge. Tell me in the comment section down below, what are your favorite shooting badges? Maybe I'll go check them out before next gen comes. I haven't played 2K in a little bit. This is when I used them, and these are the stats that I got from 2K Labs, so shout out to them. But let's go into the finishing badges. Leave a like for that. Now, starting off the finishing badge, we're looking at straight into the contact finisher. This is the best finishing badge again in NBA 2K21 current gen. As you guys can see, with bronze, it gives you a 20% increase on getting a contact dunk, like posterizing someone, making a contact layup. So anyone with any bit of contact, so with them draping on your arm when you're going for a layup, or them catching your body when you're dunking on them, or stuff like that, this is the probability of it going in. So 20% with bronze, an extra 15 with silver, gold, and Hall of Fame. So every time after bronze, it gives you 15% increase. So of course, that Hall of Fame is the top tier one you want to have, but even with gold, it still does give you that massive increase. It does give you the extra 50% increase just with gold. So do you want the extra 15% on top of that to have a 65% increase on getting a contact dunk, or making a like any touch, going off for a dunk, a contact dunk, or a contact lap, any type of contact going towards the paint? This will increase your probability of dunking on them or making the shot. But as you guys can see, contact finisher is the best finishing badge in the game. Now for the second most essential finishing badge is fancy footwork. Once again, I haven't got the stats for this badge, but let's get straight into it. Fancy footwork, if you use LeBron James in quick game or anything like that, you go to the park with any type of slasher, all you do is just throw a hop step in the paint, and it's instantly easy layup. You can create so much separation. So to create separation, you get an easy open layup, easy open dunk. You will need to have fancy footwork on, as it increases your probability of making them shots off hop steps or reverse baseline dunks, stuff like that. When you create more space in the paint, fancy footwork is a great badge to have. That's the second most essential badge for finishing. Now the third most essential badge, we have the celebrity finisher badge. I got some stats right here for that. But as you guys can see, with a 6'5" guy defending you, 69.4% chance of making it without the badge. So 64% chance of you missing the shot. 61% with silver. Gold is 55. Hall of Fame is 48.68. Now, as you guys can see, 100% contested no badge is 40.3% chance of you making the shot, of you missing the shot. 28% of you missing the shot as well with Hall of Fame. So Hall of Fame is the best all round for the 6'5" and over. Now for the 6'11", Hall of Fame is the best once again, but as you guys can see, the best value always is Hall of Fame. So if you're having celebrity finisher on, make sure to have it on the highest tier you can have possible. But as you guys can see from them stats, obviously you need celebrity finisher if you go in the paint. But that is the third most essential finishing badge. Let's go on to the fourth one. Now the fourth one is Pro Touch. As you know, that Pro Touch is a big one this year because it's really easy to time your layups. So when you're having Pro Touch and you get anywhere inside that yellow box, which is just the layup, is this the timing of your layup, obviously this percentage is going to increase. With bronze, an extra 4%, extra 3% on top of that with silver, an extra 3% on top of that with gold, and then an extra 4% on top of that with Hall of Fame. So the best value right here is Hall of Fame for a Pro Touch, but I usually rock it on at least silver just to have that extra 7% increased chance, you know what I mean? So Pro Touch is another highly requested badge you guys should try out. Now for the fifth most essential finishing badge in NBA 2K21 current gen is consistent finishing. And now I have this tied with a relentless finisher. Obviously relentless finisher saves your stamina and increases your chance of making the layup or dunk on someone draped all over you. But consistent finisher is just like Pro Touch either way. But consistent finisher isn't as powerful as last year's game of 2K20. Consistent finisher does work out a little bit, but if you don't get inside the yellow box, if you get outside the yellow box, it helps increase your chance of making that open layup or contested layup. Doesn't really matter, but consistent finish is the fifth most essential finishing badge you guys should try out. Now they're the finishing badges. Now let's go on to the playmaking badge. Now starting off with the most essential playmaking badge, we're looking at quick first step. I'm going to show you the dribble size up because that's the only move that you really should be looking at. The rest of them are like a little bit iffy. You won't be doing them all the time, but dribble size up, you're doing it every single time on the court. But as you guys can see, with no quick first step, with a 90 speed ball, you get a 0% increase. So it's 1,050 milliseconds of you outside when you do the dribble size up. So you're getting outside the dribble size up. 6% increase with bronze, 16% with silver, 29% with gold, and 37% with Hall of Fame. The best value here is gold in my opinion because it does give you the best overall increase in percentage, which is 13%. From gold to Hall of Fame, it gives you 8%, but it will still be worth it if you have the playmaking badges to waste. Put it on Hall of Fame is the best. If you can't get it on Hall of Fame, make sure to put it on gold. As you guys can see, that 29% increase in speed will be life and death on the court, especially on the twos when you have a really good defender defending you. Now for the 50 speed will bowl people, with a bronze you get a 7% increase, 20% with silver, 28% with gold, and 32% with Hall of Fame. Obviously the best value here is gold, because 4% increase with a 50 speed ball won't help you that much anyway. You probably won't even be able to get Hall of Fame playmaking badge, but if you can with a 50 speed ball, make sure to put on Hall of Fame. But if you can't, put it on gold is the best value. So quick first step is that's why it's the best. Next badge we're looking at is handles for days. Handles for days rhythm dribble. It gives you a plus 4% with bronze, another 2% with silver, 1.3% extra with gold, and then 0.5 with Hall of Fame. So the best value with a rhythm dribble is gold. The best value with a hesitation is gold. The best value for momentum behind the back is Hall of Fame. Turbo hop step is for Hall of Fame, and then spins is a gold again. So they are the stats for the handles for days. That's my second most essential playmaking badge. The third one is unplucked. I haven't got any stats for that, so I'm going to tell off my personal experience. When I have, or when my teammate has no unpluckable, he gets stripped or I get stripped so much it's not funny. But with bronze it does increase it by a little bit. But I noticed with Hall of Fame, I hardly ever get ripped. If I even get ripped once a game, I'll probably get ripped like once every 2 to 3 games. Maybe I'll probably say 1 out of every 5 games, maybe 2 out of every 5 games are getting stripped with Hall of Fame. With gold was getting stripped nearly every single time, so I do believe that Hall of Fame is the best. But if you can't put it on, make sure to have it on bronze in every single build, especially for centers, because you will get unplucked easily. And I've lost a couple of games when my teammate got plucked like 4 or 5 times. So you will want to have unpluckable on, so you won't lose the ball when you get a rebound or when you're dribbling, anything like that. And is the third best playmaking badge. With number 4, we got the floor general. As you guys can see, it gives you a 1% increase in all your offensive stats to your teammates, and I think it does increase yours as well. I'm not 100% on that. And a Hall of Fame, it shows you the percentage of the shot that your teammates or you're going to take from the field. So if you're from the 3-point line, it's going to say like 60%, but if you can test, it's probably going to say like 30%. So that's the percentage lines underneath your player's feet. That's when I have it in a Hall of Fame, and it shows you that. With the 5th one, we haven't got any stats for this one, but we're going to have bailout. Now, bailout is very, very good because if you're going for a stupid day up, a stupid dunk, or you want to fake out your defenders who are double teaming you, you're going for a layup, pass it out to your teammate wide up from the mid-range, it does help you with the percentage of you not throwing it out of bounds, or your teammate be able to catch it more effectively and more efficiently. So bailout is a very, very highly requested badge for any single build on NBA 2K21 current gen. But they are the top 5 most essential playmaking badges. Going to the last part, which is defensive rebound. Now for the most essential defensive / rebounding badge, we're looking at the Intimidator badge. Now we're looking at the person with a 73 ball when you get contested. So the early window is when you are not in the green window, so anywhere in the yellow bar. With the early or late window, it doesn't really matter, so same thing. But the settle window is when you're on smack bang, timed it perfectly every single time. But with the green percentage, with Hall of Fame, it gives you an increase of 14% exactly. But gold, it only gives you a 7%, not even that, 0.8% increase when you go from gold to Hall of Fame. So the best value right here is Hall of Fame for the green. Now for the make percentage, it is Hall of Fame for the make. But if you're going for greens, it's the best on gold. With the make percentage is the best with Hall of Fame. That's with a 26 to 34% contest. That's the average contest that you get. So anything lower than that, the percentage of your shot going in is pretty high. Of their shot going is pretty high. But with you having a contest of that, their shot's not going to go in that much. But if you want to save some badge points, gold is the best value. Now if they're smack bang in the middle of their shot for the green, your intimidated badge for Hall of Fame is the best value on Hall of Fame for the green percentage and the make percentage, of course. So as you guys can see from the variations for the set, when them having a 73 ball or below, Having gold Intimidator will help you make them miss more shots than not, but Hall of Fame is most likely essential. Now for people with a 93 ball when you contested them, as you guys can see with Hall of Fame, it gives you a 0.6% increase for the green percentage, and then a 6.6% increase of you making them miss the shot with just the make percentage. So then making the shot goes exponentially down as soon as you have Hall of Fame on. Even with just gold, you will be having a lot of contests and making them miss a lot of shots, but you can see for the stats right there. For the center window, the best value again is gold. I don't know why, but gold actually gives you the best value because 26 to 34% contested. This is for people with a 93 ball, so if you contest them, obviously they're going to miss the shot more often, but they have the stats for Intimidator, and I do believe that this is the best defensive badge in the game. I don't see really that many people using it at the moment, but I really do believe it is the best all round. For the second badge, we're looking at Pogo Stick. So this is every time you jump up and down for a block shot or for a contest, anything like that, for a rebound, Pogo Stick increases your chances by 0.6% with bronze, another 0.7% with silver, 0.2% extra with gold, and then 0.15 extra with Hall of Fame. So the best value all round is the gold range on this Pogo Stick badge, but I do see if you want to put it on silver, it still will help you out the most. It gives you the highest percent increase out of any other from one tier to the next. So silver gives you the best all-round status of jumping up and down and get that block and that rebound, getting that contest. But I do believe that silver is the best value. You should try that out on silver and see how you go. But you can obviously put it on gold or Hall of Fame if you guys feel it. The third badge we're looking at is Rim Protector. So every time we want to protect the paint, or you want to protect the perimeter, you can protect it anywhere on the court from the offensive hand. As soon as they pass half court line, you can get a block as soon as you have Rim Protector on. So Rim Protector helps you block shots in the perimeter, in the paint, mid-range, layup, whatever have you. So Rim Protector is the third best in my opinion. Then we have Interceptor, so the increased chance of you tipping the ball or catching the ball and making them get a turnover or a steal. So most of the time when you don't have this on, you can't even tip the ball. But as soon as you have this on, it increases your chance of tipping the ball out of bounds or catching it with two hands and getting the intercept steal. So that's why I have it at fourth. Now for the fifth badge, we're having Clamps. Now Clamps is the best badge for any build, obviously. If you want to protect the perimeter, anywhere on the perimeter, and obviously it helps you more on the perimeter than the paint. So anywhere outside the free throw line box. So where the close shot is, it helps you out. Try to stop them at force ball pickup, so as soon as you bump into them, they stop with the ball, they pick it up, they can't do anything. You bump and make them lose stamina, stuff like that. But Clamps is another really, really good one for the defensive end. But they are the best and top 5 most essential playmaking, shooting, defensive, finishing badges for NBA 2K21 current gen. We've got less than 2 weeks to go till PS5 comes out, and I will be going crazy with the streams, crazy with the uploads. So hopefully you guys are ready for them. If you are, make sure to smash that like button if you made this far in the video. Type in this comment section Clamps, and I will follow you back on Twitter or Instagram, any social media of you guys choosing. I have been following you guys back. If you want to get a follow back on Twitter, I do put tweets out every couple of days of me following back people, but obviously my Discord group is the best place to keep in contact with me. But anyway guys, thank you so much for watching today's video. Sorry for the lack of uploads, but you know I don't play this game like that anymore. Anyway guys, catch you guys next one. Peace.